At congruent triangles, and we did this exploration of congruent triangles where you had to copy down on patty paper each angle, each side on a separate sheet, okay? And then if we look on the back, we've gone through combinations. We tried the 3 angles and saw that we could make a much bigger triangle and a much smaller triangle. So no, it's not unique. Side, 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 3 rigid sides connected to each other only makes 1 unique triangle. If we do angle, side, angle, that side keeps those 2 angles on either side in place. I want you guys to be careful because I saw some people's paper. Your side has to be in between the 2 angles. So if you have side JK to make angle, side, angle, you have to use angle G and K. If you use, you need to check your answers right now. I've seen some people with incorrect. If you have side HK, you need angle K and H. If you have side GH, G and H. That's the only way to make angle, side, angle. The side has to be right in between the 2 angles. And yes, these are unique. Those sides keep those angles from moving apart. So we're stuck there. Yes?
Never mind.
Okay. Side, angle, side. So if I pick JK and HK, I have to use the angle that's in between it. Okay? If I pick HK and GH, I have to use the angle that's in between it, H. If I use side GK and GH, I have to use the angle in between. Otherwise, it is not side, angle, side. It's a different one. And with side, angle, side, those 2 sides keep that angle from moving away at all. So it becomes yes. We can only make 1 unique triangle for it. Now, angle, angle, side, I can use any 2 angles and a side. The only side I can't use is the one in between, because then it makes a different one. So if I use G and H, I can't use side H. See how I used HK? If I use angle H and K, I'm using GH. G and K, I used HK. I just can't use GK. Now, if we use side, side, angle, I saw a lot of you guys were confused about this one. So let's try it. We've got side HK, so you guys should be getting these out too. Side GK and angle K. So I'm going to use these to show you guys that this actually does not work. So I'm looking at side, side, angle, and I'm going to look at my triangle right here. So I put GK down. Once I put it down, boom, that's stuck. I put HK down. Now, when I put HK down, remember, my K can move. Okay? And I'm going to use, in this case, I'm going to use angle H. So K can go like this, right? It's stuck here. It's like I put a pin in it, but I can spin it. Okay? Now, if I put H down, it does not stop. G's stuck right here. It's like I put a pin right in G. Again, but there's nothing to stop me from moving K. I put this down. Now, I can move my HK along my angle, along K right here. I can open this up and move it around. Okay? I can move this. So it doesn't make, it's not like with angle, angle, angle where I can make many more, but I can make more than 1 here, guys. So angle, side, side, angle is not a unique triangle. I want to be clear about that. Side, side, angle is not a unique triangle. Okay. Now, I'm going to do this on a separate sheet of paper. We're going to talk a little bit about how to figure out if 2 triangles, this is going to help you with your homework. 2 triangles are congruent by side, side, angle, or angle, side, side. So I'm just going to do 2 triangles. Now these little marks, when I put them like this, that means those 2 sides are congruent. Okay? When I put a mark like this, that means these 2 angles are congruent. All right, if I have a side and an angle, if I want to use side, angle, side, where does my next side go? Can I put it on the bottom, or does it have to be here on the right? If I'm going to go side, angle, side. Can I put it on the bottom, or is that going to be, watch if I put it right here. I'm going to do it in pencil. If I say these two are congruent, now I have to touch it to say what it is. This is side angle, correct? The angle's not in between my two sides. But if I put my mark here, do we see that this is side angle side and side angle side? Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
That angle has to be in between. Now, if I said that these triangles were congruent like this, what could I say these triangles were congruent by? Can I say side, 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 or side, angle, side? What do you think? We'd say side, 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 right? Because we know what? We know this side right here that's touching, those are congruent to each other. Do you see how they're not, the end points end? We're paying attention to me right now on this recording. These two sides are touching each other. They're not over, one's not over the other, right? Like, it's not like this. They're lined up perfectly, right? So I know they're the same. I know these two pieces of paper have the same length on the side, right? Because they line up perfectly. That's what we're doing here as well. Okay, now I'm going to bring out some of our angles that we're going to use. I've got two sides. I've got these two sides are the same and these two sides are the same. Do I have another side or angle? Look at it real carefully. It's one of those parallel line things that we used. I have an angle. These angles are congruent. Why are these angles congruent? Do we remember? What kind are they? Vertical angles. Good. Vertical angles. Okay, so when you do your work today on side, angle, side, and side, 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 you're looking for those things. Is it one of them, or is it nothing is true? Okay? And then the back, you're filling out the missing information, right? If this is a side, angle, side, what am I missing? Now I know for vertical angles, these are already congruent. So the side I'm missing is DS is congruent to ST. Okay? The back is filling out the missing information. We know vertical angles, so we don't have to say that that angle is missing. But we didn't know those sides. Okay? Okay, and the front is just saying if it's side, 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 angle, side, or nothing. Okay? So that's what you should be working on for the rest of the hour. Is this homework deciding if they're congruent or not?